Where are you now, Otto?
Here, we don't have lights for now, sadly.
Okay, I think of this afterwards. We don't have lights. Yes. Where's the text? Okay. Now this also here. So send video. We can cross this. Onboarding receipts to media. Talk about the workshop. Twin elements. Let's maybe say like in general, like let's catch up a bit in terms of like structure for the coming days.
Yep.
So today's Friday, right? Today's Friday. Then I think we can have our practice from 6 to 7. I mean, we'll see afterwards specifically what time, but let's say it's 6 to 7 we practice.
Yep.
Today. Tomorrow, actually, tomorrow is Saturday then, right?
Yep.
So because I want to, what time is, I want to go to Ludmila thing.
There's another thing tomorrow.
Yeah, because I want to meet these people before we go. So when is this thing? 9 at 7. English. Rooted in code. What is rooted in code? English. We invite you to the premiere of the short experimental animated root code. Well, multimedia. Blah, blah, blah. The film takes place in the year. It's a film, an audiovisual film that it that is actually is built with AI, and they invite a discussion afterwards. So I think I want to be there. It's at 7. It's from 7 to 9 is the whole program. It means that I would like to finish maybe at 5 if we can tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. So and then it's Sunday. Right. Yeah, exactly. And then it's Sunday is what? Sunday is 11, right?
Yep.
Okay. So let's talk on Saturday about Sunday.
Sure.
Cool. So that's kind of like the big picture, right? Where we are. I think that we should talk about this idea of the workshop before I start mentioning other things. So my idea is like already we have one station where the people can interact with a website. I guess I will just have to sit with you because I have never really interacted with these things. Then we just have to decide together what do we put. Do we put one? Do we put two? Do we put one at some other moment two? I guess we just have to close this call at some point and then just sit together and think in terms of the structure. What does it make sense? Okay. I have a concrete. So other thing I wanted to mention was talk. So we're gonna do this. Was talk about. No, I hate this talk. So about text. So about text, I have a proposal for the text.
What text?
The text at some point we speak in the practice.
For the performance, yeah.
So I
Practice.
have a proposal on how to shape it. Let me go through my notes to do the text concrete. Me telling a story during the whole show. So this happened actually in the practice of the fifth that I said concrete when I'm telling a story during the whole show. Now to those interpretation of this relation. So I was wait, let me finish my note. Here will come input if the audience maybe this story that I'm telling can complement by Naoto on the audience because I never actually tell a story from you. Yeah. So at the minute 30, if you remember, yeah, it's in the minute 30 of the practice of the O5. I'm start speaking and you actually, I mean, after I talk, you start using what I'm talking and you start using that on the website.
Mm.
So what I thought is like one proposal could be, I'm doing this already naturally. Like I'm doing during my intervention with the microphone is I'm telling a story that I never
Mm.
tell. What could be interesting that you were doing sometimes that could be interesting is like Naoto does interpretation of this because you often you take what I'm saying. Like the first practice, I don't know what I said. Like I said, like today will be magic and something, and you literally put it in the. So I think that's interesting because first it comes naturally. That was what you're doing naturally. So just to underline that this could be a cue, the way how to build this text is that take my input and now to does interpretation of this. Um, so I guess my comment here was, so what I saw that did is that you literally type it on the website,
Right.
right? And that creates certain thing and you were reading out loud that.
Yeah.
So what we could think together is that since the people, I mean, how to make of this, for instance, maybe something that is ongoing and interactive with the audience.
Mm.
That was somehow the proposal. So we don't have to solve it, but could be how to. So basically, it will be something that you and the audience shape somehow.
I see.
Because you will be actually speaking from the audience. You are the voice of the audience. That's I think it's in going in that direction because you are
Okay.
reading out loud the website.
Right. Okay. Trying to think. There, like first things to come to my mind is actually I was trying to question like would we keep this format that you speak and I do something
Mhm.
because that's something I asked you about the Jonathan Burroughs book because I was wondering if there's anything interesting in that regard. Um, yeah, like right now we have the roles and like it's fine if we decide to have the score that you will talk to the microphone this story that you don't tell anyways but at the same time it becomes like a bit repetitive in terms of like doing this as a practice because I know that you're not going to tell the story like this start to feel like less real to me so that's why like I was thinking like should I talk to the microphone or not that was just like a question before talking about the audience interaction Mm. And then for the audience interaction, yeah, it's I don't know how we do it, but it's always like challenging to let people type something because some
Right.
people are very, you know, willing to do something like this, but it's not always. So we have to think what's the fallback.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, this is very, uh, I guess we have to sit and think, um, like the practicality of this, like, because I think this is not the point of like this right now, this conversation. Um, but then the text, yeah, okay, so that was one proposal, like one concrete
mm.
proposal about this.
But I think it makes sense in general to have like this GPT-2 as a kind of bridge between, spoken words and somehow audience does
But
something.
but what about like, and then so, and but you have also one website that is the Hydra website, right? There's one website that we can use.
That makes the code. Yeah. I
Right.
was working on it earlier.
So I think we could like, so I will add it here as an element, like to put it somewhere to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, because I want to like push it a little bit on this because I remember Nuno was a bit, like trying to use that idea because that was in the original proposal and that's something that they kind of
And
they
it's fine. I
like.
mean, and it's fine. There is like there is not artificial intelligence in this thing, right?
Yeah, but we could say that, in August we developed this,
Yeah,
for
that's
example.
it's totally fine. Like for now, it's just that the
No.
people have the idea and it's like that.
Yeah.
But and
But
then
actually
there,
I was adding this, like recommended commands in the list today, like like put like a star or like emojis next to the code, like like if it's I don't know, Colorama has a bit like highlighted just to have this idea of it's not AI but something that's recommended by the computer.
yeah, but I mean, but in a kind of quotation mark, like I was listening to a podcast yesterday, like the original, the OG, artificial intelligence was the Clippy from
Yeah,
Windows.
it
Like,
has a dolphin in the in Japanese one, but anyways,
like was at the end, it's just doing that. It's like was doing it's so
it's
in
all
that,
scripted. Yeah,
so in this regard is the same. Like
exactly. Yeah,
it is assisting the people.
yeah,
It doesn't have a complex system that it makes there is this all this probability thing is not there, but the effect is the same. It's just assisting the
yeah,
people to shorten their path into something
yeah,
that is making the visuals. So
yeah,
it's the same, but it's just the same.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree, and that's why I was doing this because anyways, people wouldn't care.
Yeah.
But
So I think what we good is like then we should start and since we don't have audience, for instance, like we can ask Mato or Matthews, like when we rehearse, like we can ask them, for instance, today if there could be audience, because then we can start having this. We need to start having real intervention if we're using, if you are counting with the input of a computer.
yeah, but we might have to do it a bit earlier with them. They might have to leave early.
But
Like,
Matos stay till 8, I
okay,
think.
okay, but we'll
Matos,
we'll check.
yeah. So at least I will ask. Let's ask Matos if they can, if he can be an audience from 6 to 7. Okay. So I'll just put it here. So the introduction. So today let's not focus in the Hydra one, or let's do Hydra one tomorrow. Today let's make more the text, because then there will be a bit more. You do you agree with this?
Um, I
Because I
mean,
think the text,
depends.
because I think the text is more complex somehow. Like we have to think more, a little bit more on the text, how
Yeah,
to stage it, than the Hydra thing.
I mean they have different challenges, but
Yeah.
um, But yeah, I agree to like, just start with one thing.
Put the text. Let's start also because my head is already in the text for some days. So
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
just
yeah,
put the
totally,
text
totally.
today. Okay, so AI interaction, and then here, so we said Hydra, um, and then the other one is text generation. Andreas, Andreas, so pretty. Mm. I hope she's not watching this. Like, oh my God, so pretty.
But she's checking all the chats.
Oh, but she's
No,
yeah.
that's scraping. She's not listening to it. That would be crazy. Actually,
It's
she's
not
like,
giving, it's not
typing
giving,
down
but at some
everything.
point, maybe she's like, what? Did I, because I guess she's just like maybe scraping at some point. What was this? Oh, strange. Okay, so Andreas, what, I mean, Andreas or yours, just, I need just to sit with you after we finish this conversation and we work on this together. I need to understand what is, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Now, what Andreas websites? Let me see if I have something that the thing we spoke on this yesterday. Propose something more. Are you ready? Is there repeat? Yeah. So new longer paper interaction wall. We need to buy a new long and put it in my notes to buy a new longer paper. Buy a new one. Buy new longer paper. Interaction wall. What's happening? Okay, there is this idea that I started working on that I told you briefly somehow. Is that so use you are talking just there now in the to do. Anyway, um, no, keep it like this. Okay. Interaction wall. Are you seeing this, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, so the idea is to use it, as I mentioned, as sometimes we try in the past with a Word document, but just a physical one. The people just can comment. So then I call this interaction wall. And then the idea is that so it's not completely white. Cannot be, I mean, I think it should be a new paper. It cannot be the one that is right now is bastardized. Should be something not so heavy,
Loaded. Yeah.
but also it cannot be completely empty.
Right.
So I think it's just a natural process that the world will start changing again. But then I suggest that we can start, for instance, with some words like that. It
Mm,
suggests start a conversation like, and I put here what is happening. Another word somewhere in the wall, artificial intelligence. Another word, invisible labor. And yeah, this is, yeah, something.
I mean,
Yes.
then and then what are they supposed to, or there is no instruction?
No, I think I think this part of the onboarding, like, I mean, we haven't spoke yet on the onboarding, but we should have some onboarding in the onboarding. So I guess I will put it here. We tell them what is going to happen. I mean, what is happening. So for instance, like if we decide to do a practice and at some moment a workshop and then a practice, so then we just tell them we're going to do a practice and a workshop and a practice. I mean, in a friendly way for them to understand.
Hmm.
So in that moment also we comment, can you take some notes also, like, so say we onboarding, so say we do this structure of practice, practice, workshop, practice. We also tell them that there is a wall with markers and notes for them to interact with. Um, I mean, in this regard, I think you could help me a bit more with this. Like, I mean, you understand the idea, but for
Yeah.
instance, like if you can type this more in a what I want to say it with this.
Yeah.
So that's one thing of the onboarding.
Yeah.
The other thing is also telling them where they cannot walk, for instance, where they
Mm.
can walk, that there will be songs and magic. But what's the thing? I never remember. Like the first practice we did, it sounded really good, and then I don't remember what did I, what was the word I used, because now I'm just saying magic, but I said something before magic.
I don't remember.
I will put
But
it just right now. What did I say? Ah, I need to find it because it's stressing me out. It was the first practice that we did. Should be this one. I said, Naoto, can you announce the song? Is this one? I don't think it's this one. No, it's not this one. Making me so angry. Maybe this one. This is not. Okay, that align that way. Okay, that stadium. No, videos. Maybe it was this one. Maybe this one. Yeah, you're taking a note. Yeah. Song number one. Okay. I found it. Hey, hey, hey. Yes. Is the master. Master. Is the master. Hey, master. I have 30 minutes to tell you a story. I have 30 minutes to tell you a story. That was the fucking thing I said. Boarding instruction. Text. To do. Okay. This is I have 30 minutes to tell you a story. What else? Yeah. We will be doing some magic tricks. Yes, that text was good, but master, master, check. Check. I have 30 minutes to the story. Uh, we will be doing some magic, some tricks. Tricks. What else? Yeah. Tricks. It's magic. Tricks. Songs. Myself. Okay, stop here. Okay, I got it.
Can I move it to the other place because this is not there? It's here. It's fine. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Is there something? Let me see. Okay, so that was thing I wanted to share with you. Max. Um, we can discuss this, but I propose today. The proposition. One computer with a screen. Yeah. So the other thing is this out, in, out,
I
boarding.
remember this. Some else.
Yes. Put it out of the to do. Yes.
Yeah, and you said to do. You want to buy the roll, paper roll.
Yeah.
That's more like a to do. Yeah,
Um,
good.
what? So it's here somewhere. I will just put it here now. I don't know. In so this is a proposal. Oh, wait. Ah, proposal. So I meant okay. So I meant that we could a way. I still think is especially for the performance right now. I know in the practice is a bit weird this, but yeah. Wait. This is more just practical. How I think we can make it work from the outside is if we use this idea of the in. Um, so if you or me say in, it means that we are asking for the attention of the other one immediately.
Okay.
So so that we stop what we're doing and just become our audience, and we define where, you know, but just we stop what we're doing and we give the focus to the other person.
Yeah.
And that can become something normal. I mean, wait, no, I think I forgot in my notes also, but at some point I saw that you have this performative state that I think I mentioned this, that when we are together in the on the stage, it's interesting because you are constantly almost like in a Buddha thing. You know, when I speak to you, you respond to me like you are in this performative state, like,
Mm.
I'm kind of in and out with this thing. So we can try to make that more kitsch, at least for this performance on Wednesday, because I think it works from the outside. It gives it looks good from the outside. So
What do you mean, like to do it this way or something else you're proposing? What do you mean like kitsch?
no, like, see, like, just keep on doing how you do it. Just be conscious that you are like that. I mean,
Okay.
I guess it's just to underline this. I'm
Mm.
mentioning within the framework of the in, because in the in, I guess if I need help from you, or also an invitation is if you need help, you could be a bit more normal and ask me for help. Or I mean, or just the last time when you asked for lights, also you did it in a kind of dramatic way, you know, say like, I need lights, almost like it sounds, yeah, you made it in this way. What I'm saying is like at the moment that you're saying calling for attention, you can ask me to help you. And so if you need some lights, if you need me to move something, I mean, especially if there is something that start becoming clear for you in the way how you want to perform and use
Mm.
those minutes.
Okay.
Uh, and I will be
But
timing, like I will be timing, meaning that at the moment that you or me said in, I will count 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, there will be an alarm and we have to stop the in.
okay, but then are you talking about in or the other cue that we talked about? I would like to share a story with
That's a
you.
different one. That stayed because the I would like to share a story is negotiable. Like you, I mean, I can't just deny and say koala in the house, right?
Okay.
But the in is not a negotiation. If you say in, I have to give you my attention. And
Um,
yes, yes, please.
can we say like different words from in, because in is very different. I thought in is being the performance on the stage, but in you're saying is like asking for the help.
No, no, it's actually it's the
No?
same in, like from what I'm proposing,
Okay.
meaning my proposal when I was saying the in is that one person comes inside of the stage and the other
Okay.
person gives that full attention as an audience. But
Okay.
also in the exercise, when I needed your help, I tell you, Naoto, can you come and wear the green pants, for instance? Is
So like in the development.
Yeah, exactly. In the development. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like you know how I think I can imagine it. Imagine that for you have maximum 5 minutes to make a solo or a show. So if you need help, you might not need it. You might just need me to calm down and to give you full attention. So also the public will give you attention. Uh, but you might need also some help to do your solo. So
Mm,
if you don't need the help, don't say anything. Then I
wait.
just stop doing
No,
what I'm
no,
saying.
okay, so you will be in, but don't say anything to the other person. In what you mean?
No, no, I mean you first, like the way how the contract is started, like you say in, like you are the person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Example, you have to say in, and from there I start counting 5 minutes. Even if I will say in, I will also count 5 minutes. So I
Okay.
time, and that's it. I mean, I think that will happen more. Is this in is a practice in itself. So we have to see practicing what happened while we're doing
Mm,
that.
mm. Okay. And do you go out?
I will see. I mean, I will see what I think we have to agree is that the person who is not in it will give full attention.
Yeah.
So I might be that I just stay where I am and I just sit and I start
Mm,
just watching you.
mm, But when
That
you are
it,
in, or you when I'm in,
when you're in that,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So it meaning that I might not necessarily need to go somewhere else from the stage, but I will give you my full attention.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Doesn't mean that I own the stage.
No, exactly. I mean, no,
Uh,
exactly. Yeah.
but I would say like it's better if we say out when we're done,
If
just as a ritual, as a contract.
yeah. No, I think it's good also
Mm,
because we might not use the 5 minutes. No, so it's good that you say that
exactly. Yeah.
out. And as
But if
possible,
you time, yeah,
I
if you
think as
run out of
possible,
time, then you say out also, just as
yeah.
a contract. Yeah.
Okay. And I think it's also good that when we are because this is kind of complicated when we start proposing, especially when we are in performing and other things are coming. It's easy to get lost in the flow. So I think as a rule, we should try when we need to communicate. Like for instance, in this case, as much so before say in depends, no, but as much as we can, try to look into the other person and list
Mm,
in, or out,
yeah.
uh, maybe in time is not necessary, but at least now we have to make it obvious.
Yeah. Not like abruptly saying like in and then we have to. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think I get
And
it.
also something that I think will happen, but then this is just going into the future, and we never know the future is. This is interesting because what I'm proposing is very delicate because one of the, I mean, we might abuse this thing, right? So
Yeah.
what if I start just saying in every 8 minutes,
Mm,
Like right now, I'm not proposing that we have a limits of this thing. We just
right.
have to acknowledge that there is a rule of this in, but after then we have to talk because this will go in the invisible emotional labor, like uh,
Mm,
if I'm abusing of if I'm asking too much for this in, I will put it in that category of emotional labor because I'm just asking you to give me constantly this attention, and there is a limit, like you cannot abuse this power.
yeah.
So
I
it's
mean, it's emotional labor and it's also labor.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we need to see because how long we do it, like 1 hour, right? And
I think let's try 45 minutes. I was trying like I think it more
mm,
like let's try 45 minutes
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's 45 minutes, and also like if we are we doing the
workshop.
workshop part, then that we can't be in the workshop part,
No,
or
the
we
workshop
can.
is a different thing. No,
It's a
yeah,
different thing,
it's an
right? Yeah.
island. Like the
So
way who,
it's already like quite limited how much we can spend to be in.
yeah,
I mean, also we can be in for 1 minute, but let's see.
yeah, we have, it's a practice. It's a practice. Okay, so let's meet in front of the wall to talk on the workshop. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Wait, yeah, okay. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.